Today, I'm going to show you how to make thousands of pounds of tax-free cash from the comfort of your own home. This is one you're not going to want to miss. If you've been watching my channel for a while, or you know me in any capacity, you know that I like to make as much money as possible using as many different methods as I can. I think it's important to have multiple streams of income and try to eke out as many additional income sources as you can to make your life as easy as possible and hopefully support your own financial future. I've used lots of different methods over the years, but there's been one method that has been absolutely unbeatable. And all of this without the need to outlay vast quantities of money or set up your own business. This is something that literally anybody can do, as long as you're over 18, so I guess probably not everybody. But it is a fairly simple way of making cash every month. In addition, there's absolutely no need for specialist skills. You don't need to be a digital marketer. You don't need to be able to design things online. You don't need to be able to sell products. It's just you and your phone or laptop. I am, of course, talking about matched betting, a method that has helped me personally make well over £10,000 in the time since I've started. And I know people who have made a hell of a lot more. Making easy tax-free cash seems too good to be true, right? It must be a scam, surely. Nope. Believe me, I thought it was too, and it took me a long while to understand exactly what was happening. But as soon as I got my head around it, I saw this as a massive loophole in the gambling industry. Today then, we're going to look at exactly what matched betting is. We're going to break down a theoretical example, and I'm going to show you this in practice as well. And I'm also going to introduce you to the software that I use, which is Profit Accumulator. This video is by no means sponsored by Profit Accumulator in any way, shape or form. However, I do have an affiliate link down in the description below, which enables you to sign up and have a free trial. And then of course I will make a slight commission if you do continue to use the platform. I'll put timestamps throughout the video so you can hop around to the various bits that you might need a little bit more help on. And if you do find videos like this useful, please do like and comment on the video, and also subscribe for all my future matched betting support. The bookmaker market is a very competitive space. Everybody is competing for your custom, and essentially everybody wants you to lose. In order to gain your custom in a very competitive market, the bookies put on what they call sign-up offers to try to entice you in to use their platform over someone else. As I've said, these are called sign-up offers, and they are some of the most lucrative and profitable offers that you can use to use bookmaker odds against them. So let's break down exactly how it works.
We need two bets to be able to do this. Bet one, the qualifying bet, and bet two, the free bet or the profit bet, each of which having a back bet and a lay bet. To unlock this £20 free bet, we first need to bet £10 covering all the results. So we're going to bet £10 on Manchester United to win, and we're going to lay that off and bet £10 on Manchester United not to win, to lose or draw. And this will give us a qualifying loss of about 50p. By doing this, we unlock a £20 free bet. We're then on to the free bet where we lock in profit. So you bet £20 on England to win, and we bet £20 on England not to win. And we use the £20 free bet to back England to win, meaning you've only paid for this side. And what this does is it locks in profit. In this instance, £16 free profit for doing this. So the qualifying bet, the free bet, making profit every time.
From the sign-ups alone, you can make thousands of pounds of tax-free cash, and you can utilise reload and daily offers to increase this even more. There are of course more advanced techniques, for example 2-ups, extra places and each way bets, but we'll leave them for a different video. When I was doing this consistently, I was making between £400 and £800 every single month. Now with the cost of living rising, that's something that I'm sure lots of people could use within their monthly budget. As I've already mentioned, the software that I use is called Profit Accumulator. Now there are lots of different other competitors out there on the market, but myself, I find Profit Accumulator the most thorough piece of software out there, and I would never go with anyone else really. Profit Accumulator has got lots of different elements which make it so positive. It's got its odds matcher, it's got its daily offers tab, it's got a very, very good forum with lots of supportive members on there. It's also got access to casino offers, which are a little bit more risky, but once you've got your feet under the table with match betting, it's a method that I use to make myself even more profitable throughout the month. Profit Accumulator does have two tiers to its membership. First of all, and kind of additionally to those two, it's got a free trial where you can earn around £40 to £45 for spending absolutely nothing on the software itself. So if you don't want to even use the software, just get your £40. The lowest membership after that is $29.99, and that is literally for the sportsbook offers. You get pretty much access to everything on the platform, barring the casino offers. Now, this is an excellent way to start. As I've said, I was earning between £400 and £800 consistently every single month. So yes, $29.99 might seem like quite a lot to start with to outlay, but then you can consistently pay that from your profits every single month. Option number 2 is the Diamond membership. Now, this gives you access to everything that the Platinum membership does, with the addition of the casino offers and the casino calculators. When I was doing both match betting and casino offers, there were a few months where I made over £1,000. So yeah, it really does work. As I've said, if you do fancy using the software in any capacity, or you just want to get the £45 of free cash by using the free membership, use the link down in the description below, which will continue to help support this channel and help me continue to put videos out there. So what do you need to get started? I've sat down long and hard and thought about this, and to me, there are 4 things that you need before you start match betting. Number 1 is easy. If you're watching this, you've already got it, and that is a device with an internet connection. Simple. Number 2 is a small amount of money. Now, I started match betting with just £100, and that was more than enough for me to turn it into over £10,000 because I've not actually invested any more cash into this. Obviously, the more you start with, the more offers you can do at the very beginning more quickly, and therefore the quicker you can start to snowball this income without having to wait for cash to come back into your bank before you can then move it across to a different bookmaker. Number 3 is a separate bank account, and this is for no other reason than if you're doing match betting, you'll have large amounts of money moving in and out of your account within the space of a few days or a few weeks. This can become very difficult to know where your own monthly budgeted money ends and your match betting profit and money starts. So what I did before I started match betting is I got myself just a different current account, moved the £100 into there, and then all of my match betting profits and money could go through that account. And number 4 is, of course, for me, Profit Accumulator, and that's the software that makes all of this possible. Yes, you might use a different piece of software out there, but you do need to invest in a piece of software. It doesn't matter which one it is. Obviously, I really like Profit Accumulator, but you will need that to find the best offers, the best matches, and make sure that you're doing everything right. So with that said, let's hop into Profit Accumulator and show you exactly how to do this for real. Here we are then inside Profit Accumulator. So we'll click first of all on the Sign Up Offers tab, and that'll bring us through to all of the available offers to us for sign up offers. And we'll scroll down, we'll take a look through them, and we see this one here from FafaBet. And this is guaranteed us £7 profit. If we bet £20, we get a £10 free bet, as well as a £10 casino bonus. This is a fairly profitable offer. So we'll click through to the offer details, and you'll see that Profit Accumulator breaks it down into 4 simple steps for you. Within the offer, it also gives you a direct link to the bookmaker. So this will take you straight through to the bookmaker, to the page that you need. So we'll simply just click on this little tab here, and that will pull us directly through to FafaBet's homepage. From here then, we can simply click sign up, put in our details, and then we'll be a proud member of FafaBet. The first thing we want to do then is to change our bookmaker odds from fractional to decimal. And this just makes it far easier to put into our calculator. So we'll scroll down to the bottom and click on fractional. You can see it changes there to decimal. And if you keep an eye on the odds, you can see they're fractional at the moment. And it then changes it to its decimal counterpart. And as I said, this makes it a whole lot easier when using the calculators on Profit Accumulator. Once we're happy with the setup, then we click back to Profit Accumulator and through to step 2 so we can have a look at the qualifying bet. So you can see here, we're going to use the odds matcher and we're going to place 2 different bets, our back and our lay bet. Now our back bet with FafaBet has got to be of odds greater than 2.0 just for the offer to work. And we're going to put £20 on our back bet at FafaBet. So we're going to click on the odds matcher, which will pull us through to the odds matching software where we find the matches to bet on. So you can see it's currently set up to Sky Bet. So we'll click up at the top on the bookmaker and we'll make sure we select FafaBet. And what that will do is it will only show us matches and odds which are located on the FafaBet platform. So we'll scroll down and find the one that we want there. We'll make sure that we're using Smarkets as the exchange because I've currently got a 0% commission, which you get through Profit Accumulator. And we'll change the minimum and maximum odds here to 2.0 because as we saw earlier, the offer requires odds of 2.0 or greater to work. And what that does is it pops up a screen here with all of the potential bets that we can make with the bookie FafaBet. I'll go through the odds matching software in a bit more detail in a future video, but essentially you've got the rating over here on the right hand side, The higher the percentage, the better for your trigger bet. But you can see it breaks down the event date, the name of the event, the bet that you should then be making and the type of market you're betting on, the back odds that should come straight from the bookmaker, as well as the lay odds which you'll find on the betting exchange. There's also an available amount here, which is the amount of available liquidity on the exchange market. So we're going to use this top one here, Urban War at Ripon. And you can see we click through to the calculator and it breaks down the exact bet that you need to make and also the profit or loss that you can expect to make or that you will definitely make from this offer. There are 3 different options on the calculator. We've got normal, the free bet, and then the stake return at the bottom. We're using normal because we're placing a back bet. And you've got a simple and advanced mode, but we'll just stick to the simple one for now because we're just going through it to get started. From here then you've got a back stake which is set to £10 at the moment, but we'll just go back to Profit Accumulator and confirm this should actually be £20 for this trigger bet. So we'll go back across to the odds matching calculator and we'll change that back stake to £20. And you'll see the numbers have now changed. The figures have moved around ever so slightly. So what we'll do next then is we will begin to place this back bet. Now it's always worth making sure that you've got both screens set up at the same time so the odds don't move too much. So we'll click across to Fafabet and we'll find the Ripon race at 3:25. So it's quite easy to find on this platform. Just click on the meet and then you should be able to scroll down, look for tomorrow, because when I filmed this the race was tomorrow, and then find the correct time of the race, so 3:25. Click on that and that will then pull us through to the actual race with the horses. So we'll scroll down to the bottom here, be able to see that Urban War here at 4.33, which are the same odds as we've seen in the calculator. So we'll click on the 4.33 odds and scroll back up to the top next to our bet slip, and there we'll be able to put in our stake, which was of course £20, which is equal to exactly what we saw in the odds matching software a little earlier, and this should return to us a potential return of 86.76. So you can see here on screen we've got the £20 back stake which is in the calculator, and the bookmaker should make us 66.60. This differs from the 86.60 seen on Fafabet because it's actually taking away our £20 stake. So the actual return to us, the physical return on our £20 investment would be £66.60. So we can now then come across to Smarkets, which is our exchange of choice. And again, we can find the same race, the same meet, but this time we're going to lay the bet, which means we're betting on the horse not to win. So you can see we found the 3 for 25 here at Ripon. Scrolling down to find Urban War at 4.3. So we're going to click on the blue side here, which is the lay bet. The green side here would be the back bet. And we're going to come crack across now to the calculator, and the Profit Accumulator software shows us exactly what we want to lay. So we've changed the lay odds there, which equal what they are on Smarkets at 4.3. And it's telling us that our lay stake is £20.14. We're going to click on the copy lay stake and bring that right back across here to Urban War. The price is still 4.3, so we're laughing at the moment. Pop our back stake in there of £20.14. And it shows us we've got a liability of £66.45. So we'll check that in the calculator again here. It shows that our liability here should be £66.46. And what you'll find is that sometimes there are a few pence discrepancies, but it's nothing too much to worry about. This calculator then shows you all of the potential outcomes. So if the bookmaker wins, we will win £66.60. But on the exchange, we'll lose £66.46, making us a profit or loss of 14 pence profit. Whereas if the exchange bet wins, we'll lose our £20 to the bookmaker, but we'll make £20.14 on the exchange. So no matter what happens, we'll make 14 pence. You'd normally make something called a qualifying loss, but in this case, because the rating was above 100%, we're actually making a profit. So what we're going to do now is just going to check that all of our bets are still correct, that none of the odds have moved. You always want to make sure that you're doing this before you place the bet, because if odds do move without you realising and correcting and editing profits, profits and losses can change quite substantially. Once we're happy that everything matches up, then we'll click bet and we'll place this back bet to start with, and you can see that's now gone through and is all confirmed. And we'll then go straight back across as quickly as we can to the exchange and place that bet as well, and we'll confirm that and we're good to go. Now the waiting game begins. You can see here on Profit Accumulator it says that our free bet will be available within 24 hours. So all we have to do now is wait for that to come in, and then we can make guaranteed profit. So once the free bets come in, then you need to go back onto Profit Accumulator and see exactly how to do the offer. So you can see here we get our £10 free bet. We want to bet on odds of 4 or greater just to give our maximum profit, and we're going to use the same process of backing and laying the offer. So we're going to do exactly the same thing here, clicking on odds matching, which will pull us through to the odds matching software. Of course, we want to make sure we set the bookmaker to FAFA-bet, and then we'll go across to the exchange as well, and we'll clear that and we'll change that to Smarkets if it lets me. There we go. And then we'll go across the minimum and maximum odds and we'll change them to 4 just so it gives us the maximum potential to make maximum profit, which is of course what we want to do. And that will again break down here the odds, but we first of all want to set this stake not return thing on. We always do that when we're using a free bet because the free bet is not returned to us as cash after the bet. And we've seen this new market race here, Rock Melody, which looks fairly tasty. That's occurring later today or later Friday afternoon. So we'll click through to that and this will bring up the calculator for us, which breaks down exactly what we need to do again. So you can see I'm going to place my £10 free bet, but first of all, we'll change the bet type to free bet because that's where we're at, and we'll set it to £10 there because it's obviously a £10 free bet. It tells us our lay stake, our liability again, as well as exactly the profit that we're going to make. So again, we'll open up Smarkets, we'll move across and we will set up both sides, so FAFA-bet and Smarkets as well. Just to make sure that none of the odds move too much and we don't lose the bet that we're trying to place. So once we're on FAFA-bet then, we will locate ourselves to the horse racing and we'll find the meeting that we're looking for. This one is of course Newmarket, but for some reason it's not in alphabetical order. So it's just over here on the right hand side, Newmarket. So we'll click on there and we'll find the race, which is of course the race at 8:10 later this evening. And we'll scroll ourselves down to the bottom, which is where we'll find the odds. We're, of course, betting on Rock Melody, which is at 7.5. That will put us into the bet slip, and we can click here on the little present and select the free bet. So once we've done that, we don't place the bet just yet. We bring ourselves back across to the odds matcher, and we look at the lay stake. So the back odds are the same. We'll copy the lay stake. The lay odds should be 7.8, and we'll find them here on Smarkets by going through horse racing, scrolling down and selecting Newmarket, which of course is a Great Britain race, and we'll look for the same horse, and this time we will lay the bet. But you'll notice that the lay odds here have moved from 7.8 up to 8, so we'll come back across the calculator nice and quick, change that to 8, and what you'll notice is that the lay stake and the liability have both changed. So we'll copy the new lay stake, put that across here and place the stake in the stake box. We'll check the return, we'll check the liability. The liability matches the liability on the calculator, which means that we're good to go. So back across to FAFA-bet to place the back bet. As soon as that's done, move back across to Smarkets and we will place the lay bet. And it's as easy as that. So from this, we know exactly the profit we've made. We know exactly how much we've put on the line. So here, no matter what happens, we are going to make £8.09.
So as you've seen, matched betting is as simple as that. Yes, it can take a while to get your head around it, but it's definitely worth taking the time to get your head around it. It's a method that I stand by and has helped me to make a really large amount of tax-free cash, to springboard my investments, to buy my first house, and to just give me a better quality of life. I introduced my work colleagues to this probably about 2 years ago now. I've made £10,000 myself. I know a few other people within my department who have, and we've probably collectively as a team made around £40,000 to £50,000 from the bookmakers. Which to me is justice. And somebody I'm hoping to bring onto the channel in a few weeks' time has made an unbelievable amount of money from match betting in a year. So much so that at one point he was doing it as a full-time job, and you'll see in a few weeks how much he was making, but it's mind-blowing. If this all does sound too good to be true, I've got lots of other match betting videos somewhere over here in kind of a match betting, match betting playlist. So check them out, but we'll be doing lots more match betting videos in the coming weeks. I genuinely think there is no time like the present to start. And remember, you can try this absolutely free. If you use the link in the description down below, you can make around £40 of tax-free cash without having to pay a penny. As I've said, please do like the video if you found this useful and subscribe to the channel for all future match betting updates and lots of other hints and tips on how you can be effective over different strategies with matched betting. If you've got any questions about this process, I'll be more than happy to answer them down in the comments below. And if it would help you guys, I'm more than happy to put on a live stream at some point
walking you through different offers that you can do and answering any questions that you may have. So if you fancy that as well, let me know down in the comments below. I really hope you found this useful. Thank you very much for watching. And with that said, I'll catch you in the next one.